And here's a list of churches serving as warming centers for anyone who needs it here in Knoxville. In North Knoxville, Fountain City United Methodist. In South Knox, it's Vestal United Methodist. In East Knoxville, Magnolia Avenue United Methodist. And in West Knoxville, Cokesbury Church off Kingston Pike. Also, keep in mind, these churches will only serve as warming centers when the weather forecast is showing temperatures overnight under 25 degrees. Next up for you, a big turn within the last 2 hours in a case we have followed for about 2 years now. A jury finding Larry McBee guilty of first-degree murder. The jury deliberated less than 30 minutes with closing arguments ending at 4:30 this afternoon on the third day of trial. The victim, 23-year-old Tristan Smith, was a worker at the Rural King store in Halls. According to Sheriff Tom Spangler, back on December 22, 2022, Smith had tried to stop a shoplifting suspect, leading to a scuffle behind the business and a fatal shot to the chest. Today, Smith's mother testified he was the third son she had lost, with 2 others killed in 2 separate car crashes.
After the death of Samuel and then Sean, Tristan really stepped up to the plate. He became very close with Kyle, watching over him, taking care of him as a good big brother does. And not only that, but he watched after me too. He was always very close to me. We had a special connection. We would watch movies together. When he wasn't working, he loved talking to me and told me everything, really.
McBee's conviction on a charge of first-degree murder comes with an automatic life sentence. Big fire also showing up in our Big 7 list tonight. A UPS facility in Athens going up in flames. You can see the scope of the fire in this video shared with us by Lee Cook. The smoke and flames lighting up the darkness. At one point in the video, you can hear several pops, and then someone is heard on camera speculating that items in the burning building are exploding. Now, there were 2 employees at the facility at the time of the fire. Firefighters told us today the workers tried to put it out with a fire extinguisher, but were unsuccessful and had to get out of the building.
One of those individuals did try to use a fire extinguisher, but the fire was too large, too quick. But thank goodness that everybody escaped without injury. The good news is for site last night, they did not have a whole lot of packages on site because their trucks had not arrived yet. The ones that were there that contained it, we were able to get those away from the building.
The fire was so large, fire crews had to connect to 3 different water sources. According to the fire chief, the building and about 24 cars sustained damage from the fire. Cause of the fire, though, still under investigation. Next for you, not nearly as big of a fire, but still keeping fire crews pretty busy. The fire breaking out at a bowling alley today. We're talking about the Strike and Spare along Western Avenue. This is a look from our crew at the scene this afternoon. After firefighters arrived, they discovered the fire was coming from the heating and air system on the roof. Firefighters were able to get it under control, but we're told the bowling alley sustained heavy smoke damage as well as some water damage. Strike and Spare was open when the fire started, but it was evacuated. No injuries were reported. Knoxville fire investigators, meanwhile, have been working to determine a cause. In the last half hour or so, they said that a faulty heating and air system again was to blame. Another big story we're watching for you, a prominent Tennessee Senate Republican has been arrested, accused of driving under the influence and being involved in a hit and run. This happened while he was on vacation in the Jekyll Island, Georgia area, which is south of Savannah. Now, while speaking with Senator Yeager, troopers say they smelled alcohol on his breath, and Yeager admitting to being involved in a crash earlier after he was taken into custody. He was charged with driving under the influence, being involved in a hit and run, and failure to stop at a stop sign. Now, Ken Yeager has since posted bond. The 77-year-old who represents Kingston was reelected as Senate Republican caucus as chairman last month. In a statement, Yeager told us he is and will continue to fully cooperate with authorities. Well, be sure to tune in to the College Football Conference Championships. You're going to see them right here on Channel 6, at least a number of them. It begins Friday with Tulane taking on Army in the American Athletic Conference Championship. That game set to kick off at 8 o'clock again. That is on Friday. And then on Saturday, We've got a triple header for you at noon. It's Iowa State taking on Arizona State in the Big 12 title game. That will be followed by the SEC championship between Georgia and Texas at 4 o'clock. And then finally, Clemson takes on SMU for the ACC crown. Again, you can catch these games right here only on Channel 6. And also, don't forget, Friday, you can find high school football right here on Channel 6 as well. We got a lot of football for you. It is the Blue Cross Bowl as Alcoa plays Westview in the Class 3A championship. The game begins at 11 a.m. and will take place of our midday show. But again, that's coming up for you on Friday. Here are the stories making news in Tennessee tonight. The Supreme Court is hearing arguments over whether a Tennessee law banning gender-affirming care for minors is unconstitutional. Now, this all started last year when a Tennessee law went into effect, making it illegal to provide medical care such as puberty blockers, hormone therapies, and surgeries to transgender people under 18 years of age. The question the High Court will be answering in this case is if the state law violates the Equal Protection Clause of the 14th Amendment. This amendment requires the government to treat people in similar circumstances the same. State lawmakers on both sides, each claiming their end goal is to protect kids from harm, but in very different ways.
It was affirmed by the Sixth Circuit Court of Appeals, and there was an excellent opinion that was issued. It was a 2-to-1 decision from that court. There's a wonderful opinion from Judge Sutton that to me, very clearly articulates the right of states to regulate these types of medical procedures. And so our hope is that the United States Supreme Court will see it as the Sixth Circuit did.
So I'm trying to remain hopeful for my constituents, but I do understand that the political climate has shifted when it comes to this issue. And, you know, it makes me sad that our tax dollars are used to bully kids into not seeking life-saving care that would save their lives.
There are currently at least 25 states that have adopted laws limiting or banning such care for minors, most of which are facing lawsuits. Based on the justices' questions, the 3 liberals seem solidly on the side of the families who are challenging the law, while the 6 conservatives seem skeptical of their argument. The justices' decision is expected to take several months.